Welcome to this guided meditation and visualization for your animal spirit guide. I'm Anne Ahokangas. Breathe deeply, leaving any thoughts, worries, or tension as you continue to relax and go deeper. Allow your thoughts of the day to be set aside and bring your focus to your heart center. Whatever truly matters will be waiting for you when you return from your journey. And just get yourself comfortable. Taking a few more deep breaths. And now I invite you to use your imagination. And imagine standing at an open door. There's a warm light emanating from inside the room, beyond the door. Feel the warmth and light emanating from the room as you begin to move towards the room and into the room. Enjoy the warm light, feeling its gentle touch on your face. Take a few gentle and deep breaths as you relax some more. Looking around you, you notice that you have walked into a huge library. Just take a moment to notice the sights in this enormous library. Notice the smell of the paper and ink. The smell of the books. So many books. Feel the texture of the floor under your feet. Take a moment to look around at the rows upon rows of bookshelves, just stuffed with books of every color, shape, and size. Some are crisp and new, while others are dog-eared after countless readings and rereadings. Don't worry about choosing a book, though. One is already waiting for you. And when you're ready, proceed to walk through the library, following your intuition until you find a small reading nook and a beautiful upholstered chair. It looks so comfortable and so private. On the seat of the chair rests a book. It's quite a large book, but seems to be just the perfect size and weight. Notice how it's bound in a smooth black paper. Its title is stamped on the cover in simple golden letters, although you may not make out the words just yet. Take a moment to relax in the chair, releasing any tensions and worries as you sink into the soft cushions, as you relax more deeply. The letters and characters on the book cover begin to shift, rearranging themselves into the title, Animal Spirit Guide. As you watch the letters arrange themselves on the cover of the book, you realize that within these pages lies the place where you will meet your animal spirit guide. Now open the book and notice that you have been transported to a place you have never been before, where an animal waits for you. It wants to meet you just as much as you want to meet it. And it will approach you in a calm state of relaxation. So as you relax and release any expectations of seeing your animal guide right away, you allow this time and this meditation to relax you even more, releasing you of any expectations. And now, taking another gentle breath, you are ready to open the book in your lap. And as you do, you gaze at the letters printed on the page. You watch them expand, growing larger and larger until they fill your vision. They seem to just run together, forming a blur of words that moves around faster and faster, spinning and encompassing your whole body in a gentle glow of words. And finally, gently, they begin to slow down, then become smaller, until they finally dissolve. You notice yourself sitting underneath a large white canopy, watching the rain pour down outside. You see the beautiful greenery all around you. There's a small stream trickling to one side as it winds its way towards a lake just out of sight. Off in the distance, you can see snow-capped mountains, and behind you, you sense the sounds of ocean waves. And as you release focusing on the landscape, you begin to notice the rain again. As you watch droplets splattering and splashing against the ground outside. And you hear the rain on the canopy fabric above you. Listen to the soft rumble of distant thunder. Let yourself inhale the scent of damp leaves and soil. And as you exhale, release the tension in your body. Taking a few more deep breaths now, as you savor the soothing sounds of the rain and distant thunder. And if your mind begins to wander, allow your gaze to travel across the landscape around you. Notice the way every climate is represented here. Far off to one side, you see the sparkling sands of the desert, while the snowy mountain peaks reveal themselves off in another direction. Breathing more deeply now, inhaling the clean air and the smell of the rain. You sense the possibilities all around you. Everything is so lush and varied. Even though you can't see it, you can feel a kind of presence here, just waiting for the perfect time to reveal itself. Let this presence fill your awareness. You feel so at peace. Let yourself breathe deeper and absorb the sights around you. And when you're ready, close your eyes to all these sights and landscapes, and notice how immediately Your other senses sharpen. The rain becomes music around you. The air touching your skin seems softer than before. Listening to the sound of rain and feeling all the possibilities around you. And when you open your eyes again in this rainy landscape, your spirit animal reveals itself to you. It may approach you, or maybe it sends you a signal. However it presents itself, you know instantly and unconditionally what and who this animal spirit guide is. Take a moment to absorb this feeling of peace and calm awareness. Listen to the sound of the rain and smell the greenery all around you. And when you hear the resonant ringing of a bell, open your mind's eye and allow your animal spirit guide to reveal itself to you in a sign. As you gaze upon the sign your spirit animal has given you, allow yourself to approach this magnificent creature. Wherever it is, you easily find yourself closer to it, or it may be next to you right now. Either way, bring yourself closer to it. Do you have a question you would like to ask your spirit animal guide? Ask your question now. Or simply allow yourself to spend time with this beautiful animal, enjoying your time together in this place. If your guide has a message to relay to you, accept it with gratitude and a smile. And if your guide is silent, simply allow yourself to be, and to be open to the wisdom and power of the animal as it reveals itself to you. As you savor this time with your animal spirit guide, you notice that you feel your physical body calling you back. Take a moment to thank your guide for its presence here with you today, knowing that it is happy to meet you in this place again and again anytime you wish. In this moment, wherever you are, allow yourself to return to the white canopy. Look at the rain pouring down outside the fabric. Watch the way it splashes off the leaves of the trees and clings to each blade of grass. Notice the smell of wetness. And as you notice these things, you sense something nearby. When you turn toward that sensation, you see that the black-covered book is resting next to you. Allow yourself to pick it up, opening it to the place where you left off before your visualization. Watching the words on the page grow larger and larger, swirling together, a combination of ink and paper. Feel the letters encompassing you in a loving and gentle embrace, softening the sounds and sights of the rain and surrounding landscape. Nothing is visible except the book in your hands and the words on the page swirling around you. They begin to slow down, dissolving from your vision. You find yourself seated back in the library, the book lying closed on your lap. Bring your mind back to what you experienced in the world within this book. Take a moment to thank your animal spirit guide for its guidance and presence with you today. Express your gratitude toward the library for preparing the adventure you have experienced. When you have finished, allow yourself to rise from the chair in the library and find your way back to the door that you came through. Past the shelves of books and anything else that may reside in the library. When you reach the door, step through the doorway as you feel the warm glow of the library decreasing. You now feel a sense of clarity and confidence within you, and you know that in every way you are getting better and better. Breathing deeply and enjoying all the sensations of your body as you bring your awareness back to the room you are in. Grateful for the awareness you have been given, take another deep breath now. Knowing that even if you do not see your animal guide, it will always be with you everywhere. And with this knowledge in mind, begin to notice your surroundings, the room where you began this meditation. When you're ready, begin to notice the objects and individuals all around you, and bring to mind again the wisdom that your spirit animal shared with you today. Take a deep breath in and exhale. Slowly begin to wiggle your fingers and toes, returning sensation to any parts of your body that may have slept while you were experiencing. When you're ready, let your eyes open. Adjusting to the brightness of the room, take one last deep breath and sigh it out. Oh. You are ready to take on the rest of your day, filled with the wisdom of your animal spirit guide. And so it is.
Good morning, everyone, and welcome to Unity Spiritual Center here in Hamilton. I am grateful that you are here with us, those online, and everybody here in the sanctuary. My name is Marcia Daly, and I will be your presider for today. We begin by dedicating this service to the Hamilton Regional Indian Center, whose vision is creating change that empowers urban Aboriginal people, and their mission to provide the urban Aboriginal people with the tools to achieve a balanced, holistic lifestyle. Let's also do the City of Hamilton land acknowledgement. The City of Hamilton is situated upon the traditional territories of the Erie, Neutral, Huron-Wendat, Haudenosaunee, and Mississaugas. This land is covered by the Dish with One Spoon Wampum Belt Covenant, which was an agreement between the Haudenosaunee and Anishinaabe to share and care for the resources around the Great Lakes. Today, the City of Hamilton is home to many Indigenous people from across Turtle Island, North America, And we recognize that we must do more to learn about the rich history of this land so that we can better understand our roles as residents, neighbors, partners, and caretakers. Let's now move to our very first song for today, and it's the one we have sung all month in this month of July, If I Had a Hammer, originally written by Peter, Paul, and Mary.
If I had a hammer, I'd hammer in the morning, I'd hammer in the evening, all over this land. I'd hammer out danger, I'd hammer out warning, I'd hammer about love between my brothers and my sisters, all over this land. If I had a bell, I'd ring it in the morning, I'd ring it in the evening, all over this land. I'd ring out danger, I'd ring out warning, I'd ring about love between my brothers and my sisters, all over this land. If I had a song, I'd sing it in the morning, I'd sing it in the evening, all over this land. I'd sing out danger, I'd sing out warning, I'd sing about love between my brothers and my sisters, all over this land. Well, I've got a hammer, and I've got a bell, and I've got a song to sing all over this land. It's the hammer of justice, it's the bell of freedom, it's a song about love between my brothers and my sisters, all over this land. It's the hammer of justice, it's the bell of freedom, it's a song about love between my brothers and my sisters, all over this land, all over this land, all over this land.
You always know how to get us in that right mood. And now to lead us on our spiritual journey today, Reverend Anne Ahokangas.
Hi, everybody. So good to see you. So good to see you online, too. I feel like that children's TV character, the Friendly Giant, where I don't know how he said it, but something about I see you. And he called out their names. So Sandy, I see you. And Gertie, I see you. And Diane, I see you. So if you're here for the first time, welcome. Everything is always working out for us here at Unity. And life is good. And so please, if you are here for the first time, put a little comment either in the live chat or in the comment section below. Let us know that you're here, and we'd love to hear what you think about our service today. And if you're here in person and you're here for the first time, we have a gift for you. So please see Jean, who is in the back, and she will give it to you on your departure from here today. So I like to begin with what I believe is the most important thing we can do every day, and that's connect with the spirit within. So join with me in this statement, if that's comfortable. I believe life is good, God is all there is, and love is the only power. I align myself with the power within to create my best life, and so it is. And let's sing along, if you would like, to Dedry Francois' beautiful song, God in Whom We Dwell. It's not as perky as the first one, but it's lovely.
Utterly beautiful. Thank you, Emilio. Today's absolute word is clarity. And the affirmation is, time invested in my dignity brings more clarity. When I gaze up toward the sky on a moonlit night, I expect to see twinkling stars and constellations. When I use a telescope, I see detail with much greater clarity. This example could describe my spiritual life as well. I may go about my day mindful of my blissful feelings and kinship with all the people. These things are more and more are the fruits of my faith. I also find clarity during times of intentional contemplation. When I meditate upon the truth, I feel the presence of my divinity, filling my awareness and touching my heart. This clarity informs my thoughts, feelings, words, and actions, bringing my faith to vivid life.
We've done this one before. Please sing with me. Am I strong enough to bear the burdens that sometimes come living this thing called life? Am I wise enough to make the right decisions when I'm standing at the fork in the road? Sometimes I wonder and ponder, only to realize I'm not alone and there's nothing I have to do on my own, because I am the place where God lives, moves and breathes and has its being. I am the place where God shows up. I am the place where God lives, moves and breathes and has its being. I am the place where God shows up. Will I have enough to do the things I need to do to take care of myself? Will I have the health of mind and body to live a life of grace and wholeness? Sometimes I wonder and ponder, only to realize I'm not alone, and there's nothing I have to do on my own, because I am the place where God lives, moves and breathes and has its being. I am the place where God shows up. I am the place where God lives, moves and breathes and has its being. I am the place where God shows up. I am the place where God, you are the place, we are the place where God shows up. Let's sing. I am the place where God lives, moves and breathes and has its being. I am the place where God shows up.
I am the place, you are the place, we are the place where God shows up. And I don't know if there are a lot of spiritual places that you can go where that's something that you're reminded of, but it sure is something we remind you of here. And the other thing I want you to think about is that we're star stuff. Have you ever heard that you are part of everything, and that part of what you are is something that came from the stars? We are stardust, we are golden, we are billion-year-old carbon, and we got to get ourselves back to the garden. It's a song by Peter, Paul, and Mary, or part of a song, called Woodstock. So we are star stuff. Let's look at that. Let's look at the grandmother story of creation and your spirit animal guide. And I'm influenced and really interested in the Native, Aboriginal, First Nations look at spirituality and God and how we connect. So part of our star stuff is going to be connecting with that wisdom today. So did you know that our environment is our extended body? I mean, basically, if you look under a microscope, what you see is more space than matter. It's atoms and molecules floating around, and we just seem to be in a slightly denser skin package that makes us look as though we're separate from everything. But we're actually one with not only our immediate environment and everyone that's in it, but we're also part of the galaxy, of all of the stars. And if you look at our makeup, if you look at all of the elements that we're made of star stuff. And so we are not just what you see right here. We're one with everything. And how exciting is that? And there are individuals who are able to tap into that oneness and are able to be fortune tellers, prognosticators, all kinds of things, because they connect with the consciousness of others that are in their environment. So there is just so much wonderful stuff that's going on here, and we're not going to cover that. But just to give you an understanding of how it is that these individuals are able to do what they do, they just have that special talent to connect into the consciousness, the awareness of other individuals. So what we see at even the most elemental levels of nature mirrors what occurs on the larger levels in our lives and experiences. And what I'd like to say about that is that who you are, what you are in consciousness, reflects out from you and is your environment. And vice versa. We're affected by the environment we're in as well. How many of you can say you walk into a place and you really can feel that you either are one with that consciousness, or perhaps you're bumping up against something that doesn't quite feel like your way of being and who you are? And yet, do you know that when you enter that space, you can allow the love that you are to fill that space, and every place is home for you. So there are three forces in nature: creation, maintenance, and destruction. Think about it in plants, think about it in the cells in our body, in every way. And these three forces are operating everywhere in nature. Things are constantly being renewed. We're always being renewed as individuals in ourselves, and so is the earth, and so is everything else. So if you think things are going to stay the same, I'm sorry to tell you. It takes a lot of hard work, actually, to keep something staying the same. So for renewal to take place, the old must go. And that's how we recreate our bodies all of the time. And even our lives. And think about the home that you live in. It might be an apartment or a house. If it's not constantly being tended to, it deteriorates, doesn't it? So look at the quantum field for example. A particle emerges from the void, which is creation. Then it becomes a wave in the field, which is maintenance. And then it disappears back into the void, which is destruction. And that's on the quantum level. As above, as inside, as below, as outside. All this is the same in all places, because there's literally not a spot where God is not. So this is something I recorded because I thought you'd enjoy the visuals of it as well. So this is a story written by a First Nations woman, and it's talking about the creation story, and I think it's beautiful. So sit back and relax.
This is the Grandmother's Creation Story by Sharon John Creek, a medicine healing woman. a Cree legend about the importance of respecting animals, lakes and rivers, and he was pleased. He looked upon the plants and trees and was happy at what he saw. Still, he felt there was something missing. There was no movement, nothing to enjoy the beauty he had created. So he created the animals, birds, creepers, and fish. He made them all sizes, forms, colors, and shapes. As he watched them roam over Mother Earth, enjoying the beauty of his creations, he was pleased with all that he had done. Life continued on Mother Earth in perfect balance and harmony. Many moons passed, and one day the animals, birds, creepers, and fish called out to their Creator, "We thank you for all that you have given us, for all the beauty that surrounds us. However, everything is so plentiful that we have nothing to do but wander here and there with no purpose to our lives." The Creator gave great thought to their request. After a while, he showed himself again to his creations. He told them he would give them a weaker creature to take care of, to look after and teach. This creature would not be so perfect as his other creations. It would come upon Mother Earth weak, small, and knowing nothing. So the Creator made man and woman, and all his other creations were happy. Now they truly had a purpose in life, to care for these helpless humans, to teach them how to find food and shelter, and to show them the healing herbs. The humans, under the care of all, multiplied and grew to be many. Still, the animals, birds, creepers, and fish took care of them. As the humans became stronger, they demanded more and more from their brothers. Finally, there came a day when a human demanded more food than he needed, and the animal would not grant him his request. Man, in great anger, picked up a rock and killed the animal. From the dead animal, the man discovered that he could use the meat to feed himself and the skin to cover his body. The bones, claws, and teeth would be his trophies to show the other humans that now he was as smart as the animals. When he showed these things to the other humans, in their greed to have all that he had, they started killing all their animal brothers around them. The Creator watched them all, humans, animals, birds, creepers, and fish, and finally he called the remaining animals, birds, creepers, and fish to him. The Creator told him that he had decided to take them all to his spirit home and leave the humans to rule over Mother Earth for a period of time, until they recognized the error of their ways. The animals, knowing that the humans could not survive without them, begged the Creator to take pity on their human brothers and sisters, because the animals showed compassion and pity for ones weaker and less wise than themselves. The Creator listened to their pleas. "Because you are good and have followed my ways, I will grant you your prayer. To protect you, I will no longer allow you to speak with humans or guide and protect them. I will make you afraid of them so that you will no longer approach them. I will create a spirit animal to represent each of you, and to this spirit animal I will grant one gift that he may use. If a human lives in a good and kind way and follows my path, they may ask me for one of my spirit animals to guide and keep them on my path. This spirit animal will only come to humans who have a good heart. So today, we seek our spirit keepers to learn how to be as kind and wise as our animal brothers. In seeking them, we wish to learn how to please the Creator as the animals did before us. And so it is. And you know, it's really interesting when you think about animals and this idea of their wisdom. It's so true, isn't it? And also that Spirit speaks to us not only through animal spirit guides, through animal totems, but through songs on the radio, a book that you might open, a comment that someone might make. Spirit is constantly communicating with us. And the First Nations people basically were out in the wilderness and they were connected to Mother Earth in every way. And so they recognized that there was different information that could be gleaned from seeing a particular animal. And so generally speaking, each person had their one spirit animal. I believe that we have a different one at different times in our lives, and maybe one constant one. That's been my experience. I see ravens, and either singularly, and I've seen as many as 30 at a time. And they come to me to give me the confidence to know that the changes that are about to occur, and they are going to occur when they show up, are going to be divinely guided, protected, and that all is well. And I remember the first time in ministry when I was finishing my course, actually, was ready to be hired somewhere. The place I was working was a hair salon for part-time money. And there were 30 ravens every day, sitting on the roof, in the parking lot. There was some sitting on the line outside my house, looking into my living room window, squawking at me. And I knew that something was afoot and that it was going to be okay, but it was going to be big, because 30 ravens, hello. How often do you see that? So this is a short 7-minute guided meditation to allow you to open up to what might be your spirit animal guide right now. There was a longer meditation at the beginning of this service, and if you're interested in doing a longer one, you can go on YouTube and watch it again. But join with me in consciousness for this one. And perhaps if someone could just flip the lights out for this. And be okay with not getting an answer right now. Know that in consciousness, it's evolving, and as soon as you're open to receive, you'll either see it or you'll get some sort of message. Welcome to this Spirit Animal Meditation. And know that if you're committed to finding your true spirit animal, this meditation may provide some surprises. Try your best to be open and trust that the right animal spirit guides or guide will present themselves to you. Remember, your spirit animal is the guide who shows up when you need him or her the most. So take a moment now and just relax and take a couple of deep centering breaths. And let's begin by asking the 4 directions to join you. Spirit of the East, direction of new beginnings, and home of the winds. I bless you and ask for your wisdom and blessing here with me today. Please join me and protect me, Spirit of the East. Spirit of the South, the direction of passion, creation, and inspiration, and home of the fire. I bless you and ask for your wisdom and blessing here with me today. Please join and protect me, Spirit of the South. Spirit of the West, direction of the harvest and home of water, I bless you and ask for your wisdom and blessing here with me today. Please join me and protect me, Spirit of the West. Spirit of the North, direction of stillness and introspection, and home of the deep earth, I bless you and ask for your wisdom and blessing here with me today. Please join and protect me, Spirit of the North. Spirit of Mother Earth, thank you for holding us all in your fertile womb. I am grateful for the life you provide to all. I bless you and ask for your wisdom and blessing with me here today. Please join and protect me, Spirit of Mother Earth. Spirit of Father Sky, thank you for shining your daylight so that all living things can thrive. Thank you for the glowing moon and stars. These light our way so we can always be reminded of angelic realms, even in times of darkness. I bless you and ask you for your wisdom and blessing here with me today. Please join and protect me, Father Sky. It is begun. And as you breathe and relax, know that for a few moments you are safe and comfortable. Allow any of the outside sounds to just become some of the white noise. And just imagine now that you are creating a sacred space around you. Know that you are fully protected, and allow the sounds of the music to bring you deeper. Allow your body to release all tension, beginning right above the top of your head, and then slowly moving down until all negativity and stress flow out through your feet and into Mother Earth. And when you feel ready, invite your spirit animal to come forward. Just relax if any animal doesn't immediately appear. Trust is needed at this time. And when an animal appears, welcome it and thank it for coming. Ask the animal if it is your animal spirit guide. If it replies with a yes, ask what messages it has for you. Let your animal helper know that you want honest messages, even if they are a little hard to hear and know. When your spirit animal is finished delivering its messages, ask if there is anything you can do for it in return. And now, as this session is nearing its conclusion, know that you can return to this spirit animal and to this meditation anytime. Thank your spirit animal for showing up and tell it honestly if you will integrate its messages into your life. As you are comfortable, return to the physical world. Thank the four directions. Thank Mother Earth and Father Sky. And release their energies. And take some time to journal the experience at some point today. Include all the details that you can remember. And remember to revisit your spirit guide until you no longer need its medicine. And when you're comfortable, open your eyes. And so it is. So how was that? Anyone like to share who showed up for you? Feeling a little shy, are we? I remember for the longest time I had a sea turtle that was my guide, and I bought t-shirts and I had earrings with turtles on them, and I seemed to see pictures of turtles everywhere. And I went snorkeling in the reef south of Key West in Florida, and there was a sea turtle. Let me touch its back. And it was just the most incredible thing. It was a beautiful time in my life. And again, the wisdom it brought was that all is well, that everything is good. And to just keep on keeping on, and I did. So the goal this week is to explore the ways that work for you to expand your appreciation and wonder of nature, whether it be the animals, bugs, birds, whatever you see, the plants, just to really notice them, especially if you haven't been lately. Where I am, God is. Where I go, God is. I am a physical expression of the body of God. Would you like to say that with me? Where I am, God is. Wherever I go, God is. I am a physical expression of the body of God. And now, and the reason that we chose this song is one of the chorus phrases is, get back to the garden. And it's this whole idea, and that was the hippie movement, wasn't it? And the time of Woodstock, that getting back to, away from commercialism and away from being dressed the way everybody thought you needed to dress, and just back to the earth and back to the garden. So away we go, Emilio. See how many of us remember this.
Oh, the child of God, he was walking along the road, and I asked to tell you, where are you going? This he told me. Said, I'm going down to the Asker's Farm, gonna join in a rock and roll band. Gotta get back to the land and set my soul free. We are stardust, we are golden, we are billion-year-old mama, and we got to get ourselves back to the garden. Well, then can I walk beside you? I have come to lose this sport, and I feel like I'm up caught in something turning, and maybe it's the time but life is for learning. We are stardust, we are golden, we are million-year-old carbon, and we got to get ourselves back to the garden. Air guitar. We are stardust, we are golden, we are million-year-old carbon, and we got to get ourselves back to the garden. By the time we got to Woodstock, we were 500,000 strong, and everywhere was a song and a celebration. And I dreamed I saw a bomber jet plane riding shotgun in the sky, turning into butterflies above our nation. We are stardust, we are golden, we are caught in the devil's margin, and we got to get ourselves back to the garden.
Somebody here is having a good time. All right, thank you. And what was your takeaway today besides Emilio's dancing? Interestingly, I'm not taking away subject matter so much today. I'm taking away a feeling, and that's a feeling of peacefulness. So I'm interested to hear what would be your takeaway. Let's also take a moment to engage in the spiritual practice of conscious giving. We thank you for supporting and giving to the work of Unity Community. For those of you in the sanctuary, we have envelopes at the back of the chairs if you'd like to provide your offering that way. Or online, you can go green and contribute via e-transfer. The address is on your screen, admin@unityspiritualcenter.com. So let's bless these gifts that we are about to receive. Together, let's say, Divine love that I am, blesses all that I give and all that I receive. Thank you.
God, you are every mountain. God, you are every ocean. God, you are every canyon, every inch of earth and sky. God, you are every morning. God, you are every midnight. God, you are every moment, every second of my life. Everything I see, everything I do, everything I am is you. Everything above, everything below, everything I know is you. sunshine, every inch of earth and sky. God, you are every springtime. God, you are every snowfall. God, you are every season, every second of my life. Everything I see, everything I do, everything I am is you. Everything above, everything below, everything I know is you. 'Cause you are the very breath I breathe, and your perfect love created me. Everything I see, everything I do, everything I am is you. Everything above, everything below, everything I know is you. Everything I see, everything I am is you. Everything above, everything below, everything I know is you. Everything I see, everything I do, everything I am is you. Everything above, everything below, everything I know is you.
We can say today we've had wonderful songs and wonderful singing. Thank you, Emilio. So do remember we are here to pray with you. There are prayer requests on the back of the chairs, and if you're watching online, please drop your prayer request in the comment section below the video. And now we come to the very end of our service. We thank you for being here with us today and hope that you continue to come in the coming weeks. And we'll end with our prayer for protection.
So join with me in reading this. This was written by James Dillett Freeman, a Unity minister. The light of God surrounds us. The love of God enfolds us. The power of God protects us. The presence of God watches over us. Wherever we are, God is, and so it is. And of course, let's end with Karen Drucker, because she's fabulous, and so is Emilio. God is my source.
God is my source, God is my power, God gave me everything I need. So I give thanks for all my blessings, God gives me everything I need. God is my source, God is my power, God gives me everything I need. So I give thanks for all my blessings, God gives me everything I need. God is my source, God is my power, God gives me everything I need. So I give thanks for all my blessings, God gives me everything I need. Joy is my source, joy is my power, joy gives me everything I need. So I give thanks for all my blessings, joy gives me everything I need. Peace is my source, peace is my power, peace gives me everything I need. So I give thanks for all my blessings, peace gives me everything I need. Love is my source, love is my power, love gives me everything I need. So I give thanks for all my blessings, love gives me everything I need. God is my source, God is my power, God gives me everything I need. So I give thanks for all my blessings, God gives me everything I need. God is my source, God is my power. God gives me everything I need. So I give thanks for all my blessings. God gives me everything I need. Say, God is my source, God is my power. God gives me everything I need. So I give thanks for all my blessings. God gives me everything I need. God gives me source, God is my power. God gives me everything I need. So I give thanks for all my blessings. God gives me everything I need. God gives me everything I need. God gives me everything I need. God gives me everything I need.
And not only does God give us everything we need, but gives us even more than we expected. So I love you, all of you, every one of you. This is just such a wonderful opportunity to come together in love and in joy. And I just love it, and I love you. So I hope that you enjoy your week. I will be back in 3 weeks, so we have 3 weeks of special guests coming up. I think you'll really enjoy it. And let's have a great time. Bye for now.